Election software probe tonight. Maryland officials say they are now looking into a Russian investor's ties to the state's election system. WJZ is live. George Solis has more on this developing situation. George.
Nick, well, earlier this afternoon, Senate President Mike Miller and House Speaker Michael Bush holding a press conference to say that in 2015, a Russian investor purchased a software company that holds some of the state's voter info. With just 4 months to go before the general election, it's a development that has Maryland state leaders concerned.
And we're going to make certain, Governor, Speaker, myself, and everybody involved in government, that nothing untoward happens as a result of this action.
Friday, Maryland House Speaker Michael Bush and Senate President Mike Miller announcing the state is now investigating a Russian oligarch with ties to Russian President Vladimir Putin's investment in a software company that holds some of the state's voter data, specifically voter registration, candidacy, election management, and election night results. The FBI alerting state officials and the governor that back in 2015, the Russian investor bought the software company the state contracts with without their knowledge.
A lot of information we still need to get, but we wanted to get after you first and foremost.
The FBI did not indicate that any information had been compromised, but Miller and Bush say they reached out to Attorney General Brian Frosh to investigate. Governor Hogan issuing a statement that says in part, quote, "We will continue to closely monitor the situation in the coming days and weeks to ensure that all Maryland voters can have faith in the integrity of our election system." In that statement, the governor says he's also reaching out to the Department of Homeland Security, writing this letter to Secretary Kirstjen Nielsen requesting technical aid and an audit if necessary. At least one Maryland voter says he's concerned by this development.
Yeah, the Russians aren't doing this. They're doing it for a reason.
State leaders just as eager for answers.
We don't have any idea whether they've meddled in any elections at all. We just know that there's Russian investment into the vendor system that we use to operate our elections.
Now, Vic, in that press conference, state officials saying they don't believe this had anything to do with that MVA issue in which voters' change of addresses and party affiliations were not forwarded to the agency. Live tonight, George Solis reporting for WJZ.
George, thank you.